So we all love it when we get in on these upcoming NFT mints that are going to be super hype before anybody else does. This video, I'm going to just highlight how powerful it can be being inside the ChainGang Discord. Huge shout out to all my detectives because I'm going to show off my detective/early alpha channel just so you can get an idea of how early we are on these projects. I'm also going to share a few of my homie Just Ron's favorite, and that is my best detective. Shout out to him. You know, he gets in before me. Whenever I post projects in there, I try to see if I can beat him, and normally I can't. These projects are super sketchy because we're so early that you never have any idea if it's a rug, if they have stolen art yet. All we know is we found everything before anybody else. Trippin' Ape Tribe, 800 followers. I'm just saying we get all the early alpha, so we have the best chance at the most whitelist spots. So the two things you gotta know are, number one, get your ass in here, join the ChainGang, and number two, this video is not financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor, and let's get right into the video. So while I'm talking, how about you just run some B-roll next to me of the detective channel itself and just show how often we find these projects early and just the sheer amount of them. But I did ask my homie Just Ron, I said, yo, out of all these in the channel right now, which ones are most interesting to you? And that's why I'm making this video. These are the most interesting ones in my detective chat for one of my top detectives. And then at the end of the video, I'm probably gonna hook you up with an Undervalued play that's already out. The first project that we're super early to is Wolf of All Streets. And to be fair, in this video, we're gonna have a lot of that, you know, no collection size information, no mint date, no mint price information quite yet, because like I said, we are incredibly early. Most of these projects have less than 5 tweets already, no Discord, no website. But this one's got a clever name, so we're off to a great start. They only have 7 tweets and less than 5,000 followers, and I assume that's gonna change after this video. DYOR is actually fire. Check out their PFP. It's kind of like a reverse Smokeheads where instead of stuff coming out of the head, it's the head coming out of a lot of stuff. And again, we're so early that I'm not even entirely sure if that's what the collection is going to look like, or it could be more so like what this first tweet was, this, you know, OK Bear style, that could look more like their NFT. We don't know. Like most projects right now, they are giving off that OK Bears vibe with some of their graphics. I mean, honestly, I'm getting a little bit tired of talking about the OK Bears in every single video and how all these projects are using their similar graphics, but hey, it is what it is. Do what you got to do. Discord is closed for the moment, but it looks like that's about to drop very soon, and the first 100 people will get whitelist. So no website, no Discord. Right now, most of the hype is just, you know, pure degen shit. They claim they're building an empire and nothing else. I feel like a project with this type of name has to do with something like some type of financial service or stock market pickers. Would be a great name for DAO or alpha pass of some sorts. I mean, not as good of a name for a community pass as say ChainGang, but it is what it is. What do you guys think? Are you fans of the art? Do you think this is what the actual art's gonna be? Let me know. Also, while you're down there in the comment section, why don't you just scoop yourself up just a little bit and see that like button? Why don't you pump the floor on that like button? Oh, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. What you doing? The second project on your radar from this video is Arcane Valley. Collection size, mint price, mint date, TBD. Their Twitter account was created like yesterday, has 2 tweets, and they have less than 500 followers, so you can't say I didn't get you in early on this one. There's a reason I don't like showing projects out that have less than 1,000 followers. It's because we never know what's gonna happen here. And when I see not followed by anyone that you're following, that could be, you know, kind of a red flag. But hey, whenever they have less than 1,000 followers, there's a great chance that we can get in early and get them whitelist spots. The thing about getting whitelist spots to these projects too doesn't mean that you have to mint. So if you're early and like, you know, nothing comes from the project, they kind of die off, you don't have to mint them. But what if they pop off like Trippin' Ape Tribe and you got a whitelist mad early? Like, that's dub. Again, so I can't tell if this is the actual artwork that they'll be using for the project or if it's simply a graphic that they're using to build some type of lore. However, I like the rustic look that's going on here. Definitely makes me want to know more about the project. Arcane Valley, you have my attention. And you know I'm a sucker for a good poem. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be as one. I don't know how I rate that poem. It's all right. It's all right. I'll give you a solid 6.9 on the poem. And look, if you want some poem skills, if you need someone to give you a great poem, you know where to find me. I charge only 200 whitelist spots for the ChainGang. Cheaper if it's a haiku. We don't know too much about this project yet, but when my alpha callers and detectives are dropping it in the channel, you know, their track record just speaks for itself. I figure I'd give you guys a little bit of taste of the community alpha while it's free before the ChainGang pass drops. You guys ready for the Bloombears? We don't know shit. Again, we don't know anything about this project yet. We know that they have 1,500 followers, no website, Discord is closed, and we haven't seen any sneak peeks. And for some reason, I'm talking about them in this video. I love good marketing, and these guys are building the stakes. Most projects try to flex the art right away, not these guys. Has Duppies already changed the game by waiting till 2 weeks prior to mint to show off the art? Possibly. Honestly, I don't hate it. It's not like the art's the sole reason most people invest into these projects. They're kind of rocking a guess that Pokemon style cover photo for the Twitter, which will give you an outline of the bears, but that's about it. It looks like one has a smaller animal on his head, the next one a bucket hat, and this third one, maybe some honest Abe action. The team is very creative. They've shown that they're very capable of making unique graphics. As you can see from this tweet, they have their own newspaper, the Bloombears Express. I just added the Express part because it sounds way better. Again, that's a freebie. You guys don't have to pay me for that one. So I am excited to see the art. What do you guys think? Do you like projects holding out a little bit longer to show you the art? Do you think it hurts the project? Do you think they're gonna have utility? Who knows? One thing we do know is some stuff about this next project. Let me give you an undervalued project that I am looking at, and that's Comuna 3. So, we love our Blocksmith Labs, of course. We have forever. And Comuna 3 is a little bit similar in terms of great builders. The market has been a little bit slower recently, so I've been trying to find these really strong team of builders to invest in for the long term. And I've been really looking at Comuna 3. They're clearly undervalued, and it looks like the market is slowly starting to realize that as the floor price has been slowly going up. They've gone from 24 sold to over 38 sold just in the last few days. And I think it's because we just realized like, hey, this should not be a 24 sold floor price project. I've been waiting for a slight pullback from that 38 range to get in, but clearly Comuna 3 just does not want Cody in their community. Comuna 3 has done a good job of kind of just teasing and hinting at the drop of their tokenomics and even hinted as a PFP too. HG.Sol, which is my favorite person in the Solana NFT community, hands down, that man is a gangsta, is a huge advocate for them, which, is no surprise. He holds a fucking bag of these. But again, please show off these couple of tweets of HG just saying, all bags are my bags. This man is the coolest person I think I've ever met. Like, have you ever been flexed on harder or just called poor more than in these two tweets? A lot of these builder projects come out pretty strong at the gate, then they do pull back and then slowly rise up after that. We've seen it with Blocksmith, Famous Fox. It's one of those safer NFA, do your own research, but bet on builders long term and they'll reward you over time. I always like the utility of Comuna 3, but now they're talking about making PFPs. I'm a sucker for anything that's PFPable. What do you guys think? Out of all these upcoming and undervalued projects, what's your favorite? What you looking at? What you trying to get into? Oh, and if you need something else to get into, why not make it that video?